I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this 100% truth. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, the 1/3, the whole four elect, and all the Akim, and all the Aquas that's out there. We're going to get into this video. As you see on the picture on the screen, you see an angel. And you see God's chosen people. I got a title of this video. It might change, so I'm not going to even say it. But the scriptures is what matters. But basically, just trying to bring out a lot of stuff that's going on. If you're not aware, we're about to go into a new month, September, and so many things have happened. We have floods in numerous places. I mean, tons of floods. Crazy amount of floods. We have had earthquakes in numerous places. And you've seen how the food shortages is in Palestine. And the destruction that's going on between Palestine and Israel. And a lot of people think that's not coming to a neighborhood near you. And as you already seen, that they're getting rid of the illegals, which is the northern tribe, and no one's there to pick the crops. A lot of those crops are going bad. No one's eating them. It's just going to waste. And then I seen another video from another brother. He was, people are not even tending to the cattle, And then you think about the cattle, you got to think about the horses, you got to think about the sheeps, you got to think about the goats, you got to think about fish. The famine's soon about to come. I mean, you can store up all the food you want, but there's no guarantee. But like how it is, the Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, are only going to protect their elect. So we all hoping we are of that, and we're gonna be put to the test. But we have to put the word first, because that is the most important part. Even though we're going through stuff right now, until the famine of the word totally comes, we must preach this word. Even though some brothers are going through stuff now, we still gotta preach this word. And that's one thing about the brotherhood. If you're going through some things, you can try to talk to some other brothers and they see what they can do. And that's why the elders of your camp will try to make sure everybody's taken care of. So with that being said, we're gonna hop right into these scriptures. We're gonna turn to the book of Psalms. Alright. Chapter 32, verse 7. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. Sheila. This is a very important verse. So Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai is that hiding place. They will be the ones that will preserve us of all this trouble that's going to be coming. The famine, the race wars, the people breaking into our houses, our cars, all this stuff. He will be the one overlooking us. He will be the one giving us guidance. He will also be the one giving us dreams. So how we should go about doing the things that we should do. And also foremost listening to the elders, because it starts with them and they help guide us. But it says that thou shalt compass me about with songs. So we're not going to be, like listen to a radio, but these scriptures that we get and that we read on a regular basis is like songs. It's like music. And so if we want to listen to the music, we got to read these scriptures. And these scriptures are going to be like songs. And if the more and more we read them, the more and more we will be able to memorize them. We're going to go to the next verse. Psalms, still in the book of Psalms, 46, verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. So Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, they're going to be the help for all this trouble that's about to come on. All this famine, all this destruction, all these race wars, all these people doing the killing, everything coming down the pike. They are going to be the ones that's going to help us in the time of trouble. So if you're not knowing their name, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and knowing how things are going to go in Great Millstone, you better start now. Because when that famine of the word comes, if you're not aware of what's going on, things are going to look real gloomy for you. We're going to turn once again the book of Psalms, chapter 62, verse 8. Trust in him at all times, ye people. Pour out your hearts before him. God is our refuge for us. So, our refuge is Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. That is our refuge. But we got to trust in him all the time. Not some of the time, but all the time. And the scripture brings out, pour out your heart before him. For Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai is a refuge for us. He's a refuge for us. Not to the whole world. Not to those that are doomsday preppers. Not for those that's in the government and they hide in their caves. No. It's for the children of Israel. That's what it's for. But we have to trust in him all the time. It's going to be hard for some people to try to do such a thing. But if you're not trusting in him now, it's going to be hard for you to trust in them when it comes to time. It's like the movie The Road. His wife put no trust. His wife just broke down. She just couldn't take it. And a lot of women are going to be like that in that day. A lot of women, they show how they so tough with their husband being disrespectful and not listening and think, oh, well, when that time come, I'll be ready. Nah, man, when it hits you, if you're not ready now, because the thing, everything is about mental power. If you're not getting yourself ready mentally, you could be doing your push-ups and your sit-ups and your walks. I mean, you need that too. Everything goes hand in hand. But the scripture even says the strong men will fall. So those strong, mighty men who are very strong, who got everything right, but they're even going to fall. Because they don't have Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. So if you women and you men too don't have them, not thinking about them every day and praying every day, it's just like a resume when you apply for a job. They look at the present job, the previous jobs that you worked at, and what you put in, and how long you've been there, and what classifications you had. That's how it's going to be with us. Yeah, some are elders, some are teachers, some are helpers, But the point is, you have to trust in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai all the time. And it has to be genuine. Because if it's not genuine, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. We're going to turn to Deuteronomy chapter 33. And we're going to go down to verse 27. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemies from before thee, and shall say, destroy them. That's how it's going to be. Because when this stuff starts going crazy, you're going to be looking for the eternal Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Because it says that he's eternal. That means always been. Thy refuge. But it says that he will destroy them. Because we're going to have a lot of enemies in those days. Some people might actually know who we are from watching our videos. Some of them watch the videos and they laughing and joking. And some are watching those videos thinking they still got more time. This is already Jacob's trouble. They already then locked up a lot of the southern kingdom and sent some of them away. And also threw some of them out of the plains. And now they're coming for the northern kingdom. And that's when everything gonna go crazy. And the governor of Chicago already saying how he don't want Trump coming. He don't want Trump bringing any of those forces up there in Chicago. He said that the crime is down too. But this is all stuff that has to happen. It has to happen because this is the end. This is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it to try to stop this. Only thing you can do is prepare and put your head in these scriptures. Yeah, but I also want to bring out, it says, and he shall thrust out the enemies from before thee. Man, we're going to need these enemies to be thrusted out. Because these same enemies, like I said before, they're going to try to break into your houses. And some of you brothers and some of you sisters got children. I got children. So, I already know the test is going to be on for me. I already know it's going to be on. So, I'm praying that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai show mercy upon me, just as he shows mercy upon the hopeful elect. And we must pray for one another. And we must pray for the hopeful elect. We must pray for all the brothers and sisters that's in these camps when we go into our secret hiding place. Because it's not going to be easy for any of us. No one has a golden ticket saying you could just walk on air. We all going to be tested and tried. We also turn to Deuteronomy. Hold on, did I read that right? Well, yeah, that was right. That was Deuteronomy 33. All right, let's turn to Deuteronomy 30, verse 11. For this commandment which I command thee this day is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. I like how it brought out. Now, even though this is in Deuteronomy, but it still can comply. It's still going to apply for today, because the commandment is that all this stuff is going to take place, and that's what people don't understand. It's nothing new under the sun. Just as it was famines of old and war back then, it's going to be the same thing now. And that's what a lot of people have a problem with. They think just over stuff like this happened in the past, and then stuff moved on to the future. People think that this time it's going to be just like that, but this ain't that time. This is we are in that book of Revelations. That stuff are taking place. And it's not just the book of Revelation that brings the prophecies. It's other books as well. Isaiah brings prophecies. Ezekiel brings prophecies. So all these scriptures and verses are going to come to pass. If you're not ready, it's gonna take you by surprise. But also, how it brings out, it says, "I command thee this day that this is not hidden." So when he's telling you, he's not hiding that these things are going to come. He's already forewarning you by the prophets that's out here, by the ones that's making the videos, the ones that's out there telling you on the streets what's going on. We're trying to warn people and find the elect so we could get close, build one another up, help one another, because these times are not going to be easy. They're going to be hard. So we have to listen to one another and do the right things that we're supposed to do and follow these scriptures. And it says, neither is it far off. Man, this stuff is right around the corner. It's right around the corner. And see, a lot of people, that's the problem. A lot of people keep thinking they got more time. Jake out there keep thinking, oh, we got more time. They just show videos of people just because the military and stuff out there, they're like, well, let's do a DC takeover. They still over there riding dirt bikes and four-wheelers thinking that this is the game. This stuff is coming down. It's not going to stop. You have to get ready for this stuff, man. It is not far off. So as also we go into the book of Luke, we're going to go into chapter 21. Luke 21. All right. Hold on. Let me get to Luke 21. Bear with me. All right. This is Luke 21, verse 16. And this is red letter. And ye shall be betrayed, both by parents and brethren, and kinfolks, and friends, and some of you shall be they caused to be put to death. This is talking about, this is red letter. This is Yahushua telling his disciples and telling people that these things are going to happen. Can you, like, we all have read these scriptures thousands upon thousands of times. We have heard, even before we came into Great Millstone, we have heard these things. We have heard that we'll be betrayed by parents. Can you imagine that? The one that gave you life is going to betray you. Brethren. Can you imagine your own brother, your own sister is going to be like that? They're going to be like, they really going to turn their backs on you. And then kinfolks, your cousins, they going to get down like that. And people that you know. And friends. Man, some people that you even grew up in the sandbox with. Some people that you know since elementary. Some people that you probably known since middle school, high school. You know, some people that y'all had a bond with. And some of these people you have really tried to tell them the truth of what's going on. And when these times hit, you think they might have your back. Man, look, the scriptures don't lie. It's telling you that these people, even your friends, and it says, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. So all these people that mention, these people, man, they're going to go all out. Like, man, he right here. He live right here. He's hiding here. And they're just going to roll up on you. Yeah, it's going to be just like that. And some of that stuff has already happened now. You got some friends and people that you grew up with. You try to make the relationship work, or you try to make your family relationship work. And then you just can't trust them. They're more crooked than a barrel full of snakes. I mean, it is what it is. It's sad at the end of the day, but that's just what it is. And there's nothing you could do about it. Because these scriptures don't lie. This is red letter. They don't lie. This is coming from Yahushua. The only begotten Son, first creation. He's telling you that these things are going to happen. So it's not going to be void. Let's also go into Luke. But this time we're going to go back a little bit. But it's all about the message. We're going to go to Luke chapter 12, verse 53. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. It's going to get real down and real crazy when this stuff takes place. It's going to get like that. Because people are going to show their true selves. And then us being holy people to our best abilities, we will actually try to help them. Because that's just how we are. Because we have the truth. But we have to remember, at the end of the day, now that we are at that finish line, getting close to that finish line, we got to remember who we should be helping. And that's the brethren. Help them. Because they already know the true words. They already know the 100% truth. So if you're going to be extending out any arms, really try to extend it out to the brethren. Because those are the ones that are going to help you. Because those are the ones that worship the same God that you worship of the universe. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Rakakadash. So those are who we should be leaning upon, especially in this time of these last few hours. We're going to turn to the book of Matthew 24, verse 7. I'm going to turn this up.